won the tournament. Tournament concluded. Impressive. Final match. Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1, fight. won the tournament. Tournament concluded.
You know, going into this third map, I want to know what it is, but a 15-12 win by Toxic means Cooller is ready for just about anything.
I think that was such an impressive game by both those guys, having to adjust so much to their opponent. That's what's so interesting. I mean, you know, these guys realize that every single time they type ready and they go into the game, that it's going to be a different game. You know, you can't expect the same outcome all the time. And this was a great example of that. Blip will be the map that we will be going to, which will be interesting because in the third map yesterday that these two had in the winners bracket final, the map was Galang. Cooller was not happy with that. It fell definitely in Toxic's favor because of the railgun. However, Cooller played that to his opponent's strengths and did a great job. Blip should offer us a new dynamic, and these guys haven't played it against one another in this tournament, so it's a wild card, and anything could happen. Of course, in Blip, you've got 2 yellow armors and the mega health, and expect to see both of those areas controlled heavily by the one in control. The mega health is accessible via a couple of trick jumps as well as the yellow armors, and the yellow armors are split across the map, which makes it really nice for the person not in control to have something on their side. As soon as Toxic's ready's up, we'll be ready to go. But having seen some of the games on Blip and having knowing the skills that these two players possess, what do you expect to see here, Allie? Anything you want to throw out your predictions?
It's hard to throw out a prediction at this point, having seen the difference in play for Cooller today, because he's been so on fire with, we watched him yesterday on Lost Fleet, and he just felt like a fish out of water. Running around there going, okay, I don't know, this rail thing, it just isn't working for me, I don't want to touch it. And today he did so much better with it that I think taking that rail away from Toxic, I'm feeling pretty confident that Cooller is primed and ready, and Toxic is just going to have to pour it on if he's going to win this one and force another series victory. The warm-up countdown has begun. Just a few more seconds. Toxic starting out with a nice rocket shot on Cooller in the warm-up, just to say, here's what you've got waiting for you as the countdown. This match has begun. 15 minutes. Who's it going to be, Wee?
All right, I'm going to start it off with Toxic this time around. He will get the spawn down below, but goes to the teleporter, exits up top, grabs himself the mega health, is going to drop down, grab some shards. He's setting himself up for a nice first battle here. He goes through the exit teleporter as he did see that Cooller was chasing him down. Cooller has 114-65 armor, so he's feeling a little bit ambitious about this one. Nice rocket as he does get bounced a little bit on the raised YA platform. But where is Cooller? Hiding behind his opponent, nails him right in the back of the head. 2 great rockets. Awesome play there by Cooller. Toxic is going to come right out of that teleporter. The mega health is up. Who will go for it as it looks like Cooller's going to rush right in. The shaft is out in favor of Toxic, but he's down to 43 points of health. Who will finish him off first as Cooller, even though he grabbed that mega, didn't walk away from there like he did. He went to 34 points of health, did grab that YA, but what an amazing exchange to start this game off.
Absolutely. No one can complain about that. As we get started here, it is still 0-0. 13 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. A ton of time on the clock. And you know this first frag is going to be extremely important to try to establish control. Here's another rocket battle coming out, and Toxic's going to go ahead and back off from that one. We've got Cooller making a run for the raised yellow armor, comes through the portal, sees the mega waiting, and also sees the rocket splashing against the wall. He'll take his chances, picks up that mega, and then we've got a shaft battle over that lower yellow armor, and Cooller just pins it on. He's not even wasting time this time. No getting down to 40 life, nothing like that. He's going to claim his first frag of the game.
13 minutes and 14 seconds into this matchup, and he does. These guys definitely playing Blip very slowly on the raised yellow armor platform. Toxic with 5 points of health will fall down to Cooler's shaft once again. It is now 2-0. Toxic off the spawn will drop down to the lower level, grabs himself that shotgun, goes through the exit teleporter into the mega health room. The shaft comes out from Cooller. Will Toxic be able to go in there and grab that mega? I think Cooler's got too many cells there for that LG, but he fires away. Cooller with a nice defensive rocket. He'll He'll get the frag and the mega health, and he's going to head on over to that ammo pit. YA right now, Toxic will grab the raised YA, but these guys about even now as the mega health has been depleted on Cooler's side.
It has been depleted, but Cooller, you know, he's utilizing that mega as he needs to. Continue to fight the battle and then use the mega to regain the health that you needed, that you lost in that battle. Cooller right now, 102 health, 80 armor, running around the level, looking for that yellow to spawn in. Gonna pick that one up, no problem. Switches to the rocket launcher, and of course we have Toxic just spamming the rockets down towards Cooller. The shafts come out, and Cooller, he's gonna be a little bit aggressive, and well, sure enough, he's gonna chase Toxic away from the mega health and steal it back for his own. So Cooller obviously very much in control here on Blip, and Toxic has to be looking for that opening. And you know, with the way Cooler's playing today, I don't think that opening is going to be easy to find. So Toxic's got to keep his eyes open.
He's doing a good job of it. You can see that both of these guys have kind of claimed their sides of the map. Toxic is staying over by the raised YA, over near the mid-level RL, and near that teleporter, where Cooler's perfectly happy on top, which gives him pretty easy access to that mega health. Once again, we're going to see him go through the back hallway, grabs the mega, 11 minutes, 28 seconds on the clock. He goes over the ramp to the ammo YA. He's going to pick that one up and now make his way again over the ramp, not extending himself out too much. This time he is going to make his way over, waiting for Toxic to go for that raised YA. Now Toxic is actually directly below him. They should meet up here in just a second. No, he's on the other side. My bad. He's going to make his way now over to the mega and go on up. But they're just keeping their separate sides of the map. As soon as one guy rotates to the other side, the other guy's rotating over. Now Cooler's has the advantage right now because he has such a huge health and armor advantage, and the mega is up. Will Toxic go for it? He could really use it, but I don't think he can go up against Cooller right now. In fact, he better watch out. Down to 94 health, 21 armor. The mega is grabbed. And this fight will happen another day.
Well, unfortunately for Toxic, he can't be as aggressive as he'd like to be. He comes out and gets into the battle, but he knows that Cooller has just about everything on this map. Cooler's sporting 180 health, 120 armor, takes a little bit of machine gun damage. Now we have Toxic with that shotgun out. It helped him out in the last map. He's hoping it can save him now. As, you know, Cooller, these guys basically, they go and they pick up everything they can, and then they sit and wait. And they seem to be sitting and waiting at the same point in time. But there's a battle over that ring. Yellow as Cooller drops down. Toxic thought maybe he could get it, but not gonna happen. Rocket to the face. Another battle right off the spawn. We do have shots coming out, and Cooller chasing down Toxic. Toxic misses the jump, gets pinned a little bit against the wall, and it is now 5-0 in favor of Cooller. And I gotta ask you, Marcus, looking at this, what can Toxic do? I mean, we're talking about Blip, we're talking about that mega health, which once you're in control of it, it's really hard to steal control away from your opponent.
You know what? The bottom line is that we've seen games like this happen throughout this entire tournament where one player has taken the lead, and one mistake or one little correct move by his opponent, and suddenly they are able to take command and control the board. And I hate to call him out because he's in the front row, but Clock unfortunately played a game, and I spoke to him about the matchup afterwards, and he said, you know what, Marcus? I missed one jump and lost control, and that was it for me. I mean, one simple jump. Well, I won't call it simple, bro. I mean, you know, I've seen a lot of people miss it so far in this tournament. One jump, and that cost him the game. So Toxic, he's doing what he needs to do. He's given up some threats, yeah, but if he can get control of that mega, there's going to be another one.
Well, and look at him coming out with the shotgun. That's the thing that we saw, is that Cooller went to rotate around for the mega. I think he was getting a little bit too comfortable, and he gave up that mega to Toxic. So Toxic got a couple of shots in there, but we just saw an amazing shot right back from Cooller. You know, he gave up a little bit of control, but it's not full control yet. Cooller still has a chance to reclaim that mega health, and he's looking to do it right now. He has 73 health, 102 armor. It's a battle across this map, as neither of them has the mega, but the mega will come into play very soon. Who's going to get the next one or the next frag? They've got the shafts out. They're both battling. Cooller in a good position to keep Toxic away from it, and dodging the grenades, he is successful. He steals away the mega, so he allowed Toxic to grab two of them, but no more.
And they heard the rocket jump by Cooller to grab that raised YA. He's going to go for the other one, finds Toxic up top. Toxic doing a great job in his second time he has gotten that shaft kill from up top. That could be his saving grace on this one. He is down to 30 points of health. He'll recover by grabbing a 25, and he's going to want to be very careful in this situation. He'll grab a few more shards there in the corner. He's going to make the jump to the raised YA. He needs to be careful, though, as Cooller has an easy advantage there, aerial, from the top. He grabs another 25, and now he is back up to full. He's at 90-60. His opponent over near the Mega will grab that, but does have a little bit less armor. We're going to see Toxic make an interesting rotating jump over to the Mega Health and forces Cooller out of that position. The problem is he now needs to keep him out of that position. Cooller is on the bottom level, but all he needs to do is go through that teleporter, and he's right back to where he needs to be. A fight over the raised YA. Did he miss the jump?
He missed the jump. But not only that, he had some grenades and rockets. He may have chosen to miss the jump with as much damage as was coming out from Cooller. But Cooller makes the jump this time. Rocket jumping up, picks up that YA while Toxic is in trouble. He was down to 22 health, down to 25 to get him up to 47. But the armor has been denied him for a little while. He finally finds that armor room, yellow armor. That gives him a little bit of health, but look, or a little bit of armor, but look at Cooller over here with 172 health. He's got the Mega Health. He hasn't been giving that up since he decided to reclaim it. And, you know, Toxic, he's got 6 minutes and 35 seconds left to go, and he's got to get some good frags in here because this is one of those things where Cooller, he's not going to want to give up anything, and especially not with that shaft coming in there, just destroying him, going for that yellow armor.
Well, it is still possible. 7-3 is the score, down by 4. Toxic having a tough time. He's had some great shaft kills. There's a beautiful rocket, and Toxic falling to his death. That is going to be something that is going to weigh heavily on him as he enters into the final 6 minutes of this matchup. 5 frags separating these two after that death, which was so helpful, you know, helping Cooller out with the 4 there. Cooler's going to get another conversion frag, 8-2, with 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Has the Russian secured his victory here and gone undefeated at CPL Winter 2005. The question is yet to be answered, but it's looking like that may be the case.
It's in Cooler's favor right now, and he's feeling confident. He does see Toxic pick up that raised yellow armor, and before Toxic can even escape the room, he's going to get blasted out of the sky. 9th frag of the game for Cooler. And Toxic, you know, look at that beautiful shot going on there, and did he just blow himself up?
No, he melted himself.
He got a little bit too close for comfort, that melee battle, and you know, Cooller was almost dead. Toxic melting himself, and unfortunately when he came back, even though he's reclaimed that frag, he's still looking at 7 frags, 5 minutes and 7 seconds left to go. And Cooller playing very, very confidently.
Yes, and it is going to be so hard for Toxic. You know, picking up that frag would have been great, and had he not lost 2 in this matchup, we'd be looking at about a 9-4 score. But that's the way the cards fall sometimes, and right now Toxic is having to deal with it. He's definitely not playing as if he's down and out. He knows that he still has some remote chance, and we've seen crazier things happen here before in the Quake arena, and you know, this could be one of those times. Toxic going to grab that 50 health on the ramps, the up and down ramps leading to the Mega Health, and that is going to help him out a lot. Jumps from the top, actually misses the jump, falls back down. Could have played in his favor. The raised YA is up. He's going to grab that. He's got 66 points out. The Mega is up now, and if Toxic can grab this, he might have a nice last 4 minutes and 17 seconds. He does. Now, if he could get control of the yellows, this could be an interesting match and a finish.
Well, they're fighting over the yellow armor down there in the armor room, and he is going to do a lot of damage there. Gets in there with that shaft, but the damage that Cooler's throwing back at him is enough to end that run for him. Now, Cooller was down to just 8 health.
Yeah.
That's how close that battle across the map was. But, you know, Cooller, in some of these instances, I think he's just getting a little bit lucky with some of his shots. You know, it's so close. It's like one more cell. If one had gotten faster, if one had started shooting just seconds earlier, then Cooller might have been the one dead. So that's how they're just so close. Their talent is so good, their aim is so good that you know, sometimes it's just like flipping a coin to find out who's going to get that frag. 10-2 in favor of Cooller. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. Cooller with 94 health, 96 armor, bouncing around the rockets, and Toxic going to have to make a run for it through that portal. And Cooller considering jumping through. No, he's going to wait for that raised yellow armor to be picked up and continue to pin on the shaft. Both of them actually very even right now in health and armor. And we'll see if Toxic can chase down Cooller and claim the frag. They're both going for the same armor.
Oh, and if Toxic would have landed that rocket, he probably would have sent Cooller into the wall. Had a nice little setup there for a frag, but not going to happen. Cooller jumping over that ramp is going to grab another one, making it 11-2 now. 2 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. Will the Russian take it away? I think that he's got this one in the bag. Undefeated throughout the winner's bracket and going up against Toxic for the second time. This time around, though, Galang is the map, or Galang was the map the first time around. This time, we've got Blip, and we're going to see Cooller get another one. And with 10 frag difference, I think that Toxic has no more hope left in his game.
No, he doesn't. And Cooller, you know, it's like his confidence has gone through the roof. Now he's just going to be like, yeah, these are easy frags. No problem. Not even going to have to think about it. Lining up the shot. Here's another battle after Cooller has picked up the Mega. And as soon as I say that, Toxic at least able to come back and pin that shaft on and get a frag in here. Looking to convert machine gun versus lightning gun. And it is 13-4. So Toxic going to end this game as strongly as he possibly can. The chances of him making back 9 frags in under 2 minutes on this particular map, I don't see it happening. But he will continue to play to the end, which we have to give him a lot of credit for doing.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like 100, 114 there for Cooller. He's going to just use shaft defensively here in the Mega Health area. Hold on to that. He just keeps on racking up the frags. I expect the GGs to come out here any moment now. And, you know, Toxic did so well in this entire tournament. Second place, honestly, that's not a finish that you can be dissatisfied with, because with the amount of impressive talent here when it comes to just 1v1 duelers in general, and there it is, good games at 1 minute and 18 seconds. Toxic will acknowledge with a good game of his own, and it definitely was. We'll have to ask Cooller. We're going to have him up here on the stage for an interview next. But it will be interesting to find out how happy he was about having Blip as the map versus Galang, because I do know that that was a very, very difficult map for him to play yesterday. So some more rockets coming out there. Toxic will answer a few more. 7-15 might be the final score. Not as close as I think that the score actually shows. Cooller dominated this map for a majority of the match.
Well, they continue to run around to end this one in style. They keep on fighting, and I gotta give them credit for doing so, because I love players who will stay till the end. Who, even though they know this one's done, they continue to just enjoy the map. We've got some more rocket and shaft damage going on as these guys battle next that raised YA. They're gonna throw some damage out, gonna throw a rocket back just as Cooller goes through that portal. And he says 16-8, 15 seconds left to go. And Cooller says it's good game. And, you know, I think they're both acknowledging the fact that this has been a good game between them. And a 5 seconds, final seconds countdown. One more frag. Cooller down to 3 health. Pulls out the final score of the game, and Cooller wins it 16-8. He is the champion here at the Verizon Quake4 Tournament CPL Winter 2005.
All right. For the Verizon Quake4 Tournament, 3rd place. I can read it off the chat, I imagine. This is 3rd place, Magnus Fox Olsson. Congratulations. It's an excellent Viking name, Magnus Olsson. Really good. Awesome. And second place, Quake4. I watched these matches, man. That was awesome. Is it Johan?
Yeah.
Johan, Toxic, Quake. There we are. Mitch, why don't you do the honors on the first? Okay. This is the tune, okay. All right. And first place, the Verizon Quake4 Tournament, Anton. This was a great triple match. Anton, Cooller, Singov. Thank you very much. There we go.
All right, it's playing Quake4.net with Toxic here. Just played the last match of the day here, and we're gonna. How'd it go?
I think it did go well, but this time he was the better player. I did a nice game on Lost Fleet and a pretty okay game at Phrantic, but I'm quite disappointed that I lost the Phrantic because that's one of my favorite maps.
Since this was the first Quake4 tournament, how do you think it went?
I'm very happy with my results today. Yeah.
What kind of training did you do to get in when you got into this?
I played like 15 maps each day. Sometimes I did play more, but I would say 15 maps each day.
Do you think it was, was the maps you played, were you not good on those maps? Did you like those maps?
I think he did time the items better than me. Yeah, he had a nice run.
Are you planning on playing in any more tournaments later this year? Are you planning on being on the World Tour this year?
Yeah, I'm thinking about playing all the World Tour stops.
What other stops you been playing? What other leagues have you been playing other than this?
Clan base, yeah, in TDM and Duel. So yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you very much for joining.